Good morning from my studio. Today I want to talk to you about day 10 of my Advent celebration for this year. It changes. In fact, the video I'm sharing for today says Advent Day 3. And last year I did show that video on day 3. But today it's the video for, well, actually 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But I'm taking things slower this year. Why hurry? There's so much important in the story of the creation in the Bible that I see no reason to rush through it. But in Genesis 2, we read that God created Adam. He created Adam before he created Eve. He created man before he created male, before he created female. And he told Adam, he said, I am giving you this wonderful garden full of everything imaginable, every fruit, every tree, every flower. But there's one tree that you must not eat from, and that is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Well, guess what? In chapter 3, we read that from Adam's rib, God created his helpmate, who was Eve, or his female counterpart. And of course, as usual, Eve is the person who disobeyed God's rule. And that becomes the story for day 10, is how Eve disobeyed God's rule. Now, I have two important, well, that I think are important, of course, two important posts on my blog today. If you go to Jackie Kellum, be sure you spell my name right, JACKIKELLUM, and you look at the top menu, you're going to see home, and you're going to see blog, Jackie Kellum Art. About none of this is complete, of course. I'm too busy doing other things. But click on the blog and then scroll down. And there's today is the story of day 10, but of one tree you must not eat. And tells the story of the fall of Adam and Eve. And next to that, when you click on each one individually, I'm going to talk to you about the design. So you click on that post, and you're going to be able to find the design that I created. The representation you're seeing here is not the marker representation. The marker representation is a little splotchy, a little hurried. But you see, what I'm trying to do, and I see that I'm trying to. That brown's a little bit too red, but anyway, it's a good start. My purpose is to show you color schemes, and this is an adequate color scheme. It's not exactly what I have here, but anyway, so the colors in this scheme I've created this little chart on Procreate so that it's clearer. And I'll tell you which markers I use for that. The first marker is palm leaf. The second marker is kiwi. The third marker is raspberry. All three of those markers come from the big box of 40. Crayola markers, big box of 40. Buy that box on Amazon for $15. The next marker only comes in let's see, what do they call those things? I don't know what they call them. They're soft, not soft. I don't know what they're called. They're some kind of tips, like soft tips or something like that. Super tips. I told you that first to avoid the fine tips, which that's this pencil thin marker, and lo and behold, I bought some. But the super tips are good. And there's a box of 20 that you can get at Dollar General for $4. Box of 20. And it includes this light brown, which is a good color. And there are other good colors, but I'm just trying to take this one scheme at a time, one day at a time. And then this color is copper. And actually, you can see that well, I don't know, but anyway, so down here, you come down, and what I've done is I've shown you the color palm leaf. There's the hex symbol there. If you're working in Photoshop or Procreate, you might need the hex symbol. And then I show you I'm going to be showing you some color schemes for each. This is kiwi, that shows the hex symbol. This shows a few raspberry. This were my favorite colors in all of the markers. I love this color. It's a deep jewel tone. And when I looked for the color schemes to match this, what are these but jewel tone color schemes? If you want to create any jewel tone color scheme, raspberry is the red. And with that, I need to tell you that not all reds are created equal. This is the color red. I think this is it. Well, I can't get the lid off. Now, this is info red that comes in the box of 40. And this is info red. Info red. Let's see. The box, there is a red that comes in every set of markers out there that I know of, and it's just red. 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 Info red, red. Okay, the third one is raspberry. And if there's any meaning to life, I'll be able to get the lid off. And this is raspberry. See how those colors, not all reds, not all browns are created equally, not all reds are created equally, not all greens are created equally. But this raspberry is a good, rich, darker red that does not have show me signs of brown. There may be some brown in there, but I'm not seeing it too terribly much. And yet it is very near the color of a brown, the brown that I used in the design. And what these color schemes are intended to show you are which colors look good. There's a dark brown with the raspberry that looks like a kiwi and a darker green. These are not coming. These are not all. These colors are not magic marker colors. They're colors that are suggested as hex symbols that you would use in Procreate. But look at that. Look at that beautiful. That's raspberry and 3 kinds of purple. Raspberry and a winter white and in a kind of a beigey greeny. And that's where you run into trouble, is trying to get these beigey greenies in Crayola brand magic markers. You almost have to go to Copic markers to get these colors. And I'm going to, after Christmas maybe, I'm going to start doing a series on designs with Copic markers or Copic. I'm not quite sure how they say that. But look at that gorgeous set. Those are all the pinks that are related to, this is a purplish red. This is a purplish red. That is a purplish red. And the pinks that are aligned with that color of red are purplish pinks. And I'm going to, as I go through this, I'll be showing you more and more about that. But anyway, that shows you all the reds, and this shows you the light brown. Look at that gorgeous set of colors. Isn't that beautiful? And you can bet I'm getting ready to start creating people, and you can bet I'm going to use this set, this color scheme, as much as I can find them, the colors to create people, because those are colors that go. And I've already talked about this, and I'm going to talk about it again and again. The people in the Bible lands are not pink. They're not pink. We're not even pink. But they are more of a light brown. And so so I'll be creating the first Bible people with, well, they were, and we think they were at the time of Adam and Eve. We don't know for sure what color those people were. And I definitely cannot tell you how we came of Adam and Eve and turned into different races, but it happened, and it was all good, as God would say. But so what I've done, and I told you about this yesterday, is I bought this Colors of the World set, and I'm going to be creating people of all colors, because I don't know what color Adam and Eve were. I don't think they were pinky peachy like I am. I'm very light almond, and which is a kind of brown, or maybe a sandy. No, I'm not sandy tan. That's too orange. I'm a light brown, and I think what we're going to find out is we're all brown, which just depends on what color of brown we are. But anyway, check into this design. Feel free to copy it, draw it. I drew it in yellow. Remember that. Draw the design in yellow. Color it one color at a time, gradually getting darker. From yellow, I went to the greens. First palm leaf, then kiwi. And then I went to the raspberry. Then I went to light brown, dark brown, and at last I added black. So create that design. Enjoy it.